What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another Rock on Game episode. In today's video, we've got a really good one for you guys today. We're doing semi-mail haul. Just received my Umbrella order in, and I'm really excited to check some of these out. Actually, all three of them. There's only three of them, so this is going to be short, sweet, simple video. Really excited to open this. I have not watched any of these, so I can't really give an insight if they're good or bad. I actually got these because I watched the trailer for one of them. Really, really enjoy the trailer. The other one is a 2025 release, so I had to buy it to watch it anyhow. My goal by the end of the year is to have all the horror movies from 2025 and own them physically. Other than like little odds and ends, like the main titles, the big titles like Sinners. I think Woman in the Yard was this year. We just watched that one. Didn't really care much for it. Bring Her Back, Death of a Unicorn, Hard Eyes, Until Dawn. The big name hitters is the ones that I'm collecting, and one of them is in here. And then the last but not least one is one that I've heard about in the past. Really wanted to watch it. Ended up buying a version of it. I think it's the English version, the American version, and I was like, well, fuck. And then eventually, Umbrella released the Japanese version. So, hope I got the region right. If not, I'm sorry. Before we get into it, though, smash that like button. Comment down below what you guys think of these three box sets. We are going to open them up. Or not box sets, but you'll see. And then subscribe if you haven't already. We're pretty much gonna attempt to do a video each week. If we don't do one each week, just whenever I get orders in. I've got quite a few pre-orders coming in. I've got like I Know What You Did Last Summer, 28 Years Later Steelbook. I've got Clown in a Cornfield Steelbook, which got pushed back, I think, to December, unfortunately. There was like the Shining Collector's Edition. There's a whole bunch of pre-orders that I pre-ordered. So yeah, just subscribe so you don't miss those videos. And also, not sponsored or anything, but I finally got my hands on the Chucky Fanta. Did not think this thing was real. Whenever they first posted these, it was like Chucky, Freddy Fazbear, Michael Myers, and the Grabber from Black Phone. I was like, they're not real. I was like, that's so fake. And then my dad works at Walmart, and he sent me a picture of one of the cases, and I was like, so it is real. I'm very skeptical when it comes to things like this. Like I know Beetlejuice got a release with I think it was actually Fanta. Yeah, it was Fanta. So I think Fanta is starting to do like horror icons or stuff like that. And this year we've got Chucky, Freddy Fazbear, Michael Myers, and the Grabber. So this one's Chucky's Punch, Fruit Punch. Nothing different. So pretty cool. But anywho, let's open these up. What you came for. I don't really want to show the labels. So Umbrella shipping it in this weird, like, whatever you call this kind of material. And then, phenomenal as always, just like Orbit DVD. Wrapped it like crazy. They literally wrapped each individual one. So, your stuff's going to come in perfect. Well, semi-perfect. I know that there are certain cases where it's like, sometimes it's a miss, and then sometimes it's like a big swing and a hit. So, but like I said, Orbit DVD is really good, and then Umbrella, I think this is the second time I've ordered through them, maybe third time I've ordered through them. Really love how they do their shipping. I didn't like how they did the Art Attack box set. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It was at the very beginning of this year, because I didn't get it until like January. I was supposed to get it in December and didn't get it until January, so kind of sucked. But for the most part, I got it. That's all that mattered. So yeah. There you go. You got Daybreaker, Shudder, and Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. Yes, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare was a 2025 release. Did not watch it in theater. really wanted to watch it. I actually heard a few good things about it, not as much negative as Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey got, but I did hear some pretty decent things about this one. So you know what? Let's go ahead and open up this one first. This is the like the kids fairy tale edition. They just released the announcement for the Bambi: The Reckoning. I am going to be pre-ordering it as well, and I would like to get my hands on Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey and Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, just so that I have the complete set of these. He's every parent's worst nightmare. Only available from the Umbrella web store. The Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare Collector's Edition includes A Ruined Childhood's 16-page kids book with custom illustrations by Shannon Trotman and written by Xavier Smith. New custom artwork, rigid case, 16 lobby cards, A3 reversible poster, and limited edition numbered release. I did receive a pretty low number, actually. I got 244 out of 1,500. I know a lot of people probably don't think that's a low number, but in my brain, out of 1,500, that's a pretty good number. So let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open. If you've been on the channel long enough, you know I'm not going to be reselling these things. I know I rehash it in every single video. I'm just preparing for the worst. I'm preparing for somebody to come on here and be like, you know, oh, you're going to keep it sealed so you can resell it? No, I don't resell my stuff. I really don't. If you see it in my room, it's staying in my room. The only time that I sell, or the only time that I trade, is if I have duplicates. So, and it's very rare that I do duplicates, but then again, it has been a thing. This movie was disgusting. Kylie Monroe. First they came for Winnie the Pooh, now they've taken Peter Pan off to public domain land. Watch out, Disney fans. Jason Colby. If you're expecting a family-friendly or uplifting story, then forget it. This movie will ruin your child's dreams and maybe even yours. Darren Holloway. As bad as it sounds, I wish that they would have replaced that with some more artwork, because that's kind of lame on the back of that, but it is what it is. And then, of course, you got the movie and everything else that comes in these. Really love Umbrella. I mean, they're phenomenal. Just like Second Sight and Arrow, you got that hard case. Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. You can watch these on region-free players as long as it is 4K. I don't think I've had any issues out of Umbrella yet. So, and I'm sorry it's a little bit blurry. I just got off of work, literally, before I recorded this video, so of course the sun is up. Got some disc art, and then, which, I usually do this just because I'm American, and I don't really like when Umbrella does this. Not just Umbrella, but also like other regions do this. UK does this as well. I don't like whenever they have the rating, so I usually flip it around to where there's no rating on there. I think it's a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. But you know, it is what it is. So this is pretty cool. Like I said, I hope this works. I've not had any issues, but I just now realized that this is a Blu-ray version. I don't think there was a 4K release unless I missed it, which is always a possibility. But there we go. And while I'm showing off this, a little heads up, if you will. I did order Coffin Joe, Inside the Mind of Coffin Joe. I don't know why I thought about this. I ordered Inside the Mind of Coffin Joe off of Barnes & Noble for their 50% off Aerosale, and ended up getting the standard edition, and I was like kind of bummed about it because it only comes with like 3 cases in like a paper case. And so I went and ordered it off of eBay for, I think, like, I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I think it was like $67. And I'm going to be getting that one in, I think, today. So expect a big unboxing for Inside the Mind of Coffin Joe. This is the comic book. I really love this. No artwork on the back, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And it's literally what it sounds like. I'm not going to show this. I know it's kind of lame. Because you're like, come on, dude, show it. But I'm not going to show this. It's pretty graphic in there. If you do own this and you show it off on YouTube and you're like, I don't see why everybody says this is graphic. I mean, it's pretty graphic. So, considering this is Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, I really hope that we get to see some form of Captain Hook. Maybe. So, art cards are the same, actually. Like, literally down to the T. Each one of these cards is a page from the comic book. So, you get that whole stack, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you get 8 art cards that match this. So kind of the same thing. The only difference is the words in this. It's not a comic book, by the way. It's a storybook. But there's that. And then you get movie art cards. Let me go through and make sure that there's nothing bad on these. Considering kids are involved, I don't want to be showing off kids getting hurt, because I know how some people are. God, this movie looks so sick. Like, I will be the first to admit this, and I know I'm going to get so much shit for this, and it's fine. It's fine. Because everybody has their own opinion. And yes, I'm having a little pep talk with you guys. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody enjoys certain things more than others. And I will be one of the first to admit this openly. I loved Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey Part 1 and Part 2. Did I think it was perfect? Absolutely fucking not. I thought that there was so much that they should have done. You can even ask my wife. The whole time I was like, what the fuck are these masks? I was like, these masks are so childish, they're so stupid, they're so dumb. I even looked it up, and they got those masks. I don't want to give a lot of credit to them, just in case they didn't, but those masks resemble not Trick or Treat Studios, I think Latex Effects. Hi, you guys. Future Rockland Gamer here. Future Chris here. So I did a little bit more research on the masks used in Blood and Honey, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Part 1 specifically. And it was actually a company called Immortal Masks. I've not bought from them before, but I have recently looked into their store, and I did some more research, and yes, they were purchased by Immortal Masks, and then basically they brought in this company that did some special effects for other higher budget movies, and ended up tweaking the mask just a little bit, to make it specific for Blood and Honey, Winnie the Pooh. So fun fact of the day. So there you go. I think is one of them that saw those exact masks, and it got me thinking, and I was like, it was the first movie, I didn't expect them to get this like $1 million movie. I knew it was not going to be perfect. I knew with them making fun, well, not really making fun, honestly. I'll be one of the few people that will defend Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey and be like, they weren't making fun of it. They were just turning it into a horror movie. And I know a lot of people shit all over this entire like Poonaverse franchise, and they're like, "Oh, it's so dumb. Why did they have to ruin Disney movies?" Listen, Disney movies are still there. If you want to go watch, Peter Pan, you can still go watch Peter Pan. If you've got Disney Plus, I'm pretty sure it's on there. It's like, go to your local bookstore. I guarantee you there's like a DVD copy of Peter Pan there. It's like, this does not take away. And I know this sounds so hypocritical because this is exactly how I was whenever the Crow remake came out last year. I was one of those people that were like, they shouldn't have fucking touched it. I was like, they should have left it alone. But now it's like I'm defending the Poonaverse and being like, well, you still have the original Disney movies. Let us horror fans have our moment. Like, let us have our sick, twisted, like, versions of these fairy tales. But also my biggest defense with the Poonaverse is always remember, even when you're watching those movies, those original Disney movies, always remember they were Grimm fairy tales before they were Disney. I mean, come on, guys. And I know there's going to be a lot of people in the comments be like, bullshit, such a lie, oh, it still doesn't take away the fact that they shouldn't have messed with it. And it's like, yeah, but come on. Come on, guys. You still got your Disney movies, and they were Grimm fairy tales before Disney got a hold of them and made them kid-friendly. And honestly, there's a lot of Disney movies out there that aren't even kid-friendly. If you were to really sit down and think about it and watch those movies and really get into it, a lot of those movies aren't even kid-friendly anyhow. So, I will die on that hill. I will defend the Poonaverse. It is not the best franchise. It is not the best cinematic, it's not cinema history. But it is also not as bad as people put it out there to be. It's not. What people do is they go in and they expect this movie to be phenomenal. They expect it to be good, and they get disappointed. Go into it with an open mind. Go into it knowing this is going to be a shit film. And yeah, you may still have a shit time, but it's like, if you go into it with low expectations, where are you going to go? But if you go into it with high expectations, there's only one way. There's only one way to go. Anywho, sorry about the rant, but next up we got Shudder. This is the one that has an American release, I think. And I really wanted to watch this one. And when I got the other one and I found out it wasn't this one, I straight up didn't watch it. So I literally have the American version, and I have not even watched it. Because I want to watch this one first. I was so excited to watch this. And, yeah. So, Shudder, I hope that I am not butchering it, and I hope that it is a Japanese horror film. I'm seeing the word Asia on here. For those who know me know, I failed geography, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know what I'm talking about geography-wise. You know what? Just to make sure I have my facts straight, okay? Because the last thing I want is for people to come on the channel, get misinformed, and be like, you know, so the last thing I want is for people to come on here and bash me in the ground for being like, oh, that's not a... Okay, so this says Shudder's considered a Japanese horror film. Okay, and it's funny because like every time that you look it up, let me see if I can find a release date on this one. This one is so hard to find. Like, it might just be me, but this one was so hard to find. Even if you look up Shudder, same thing. Like, you get the 2008. This one, okay, yeah, is a remake of the 2004 Thai film. There we go. Thai film of the same name. Okay, so Thai film, Japanese horror. This is the original. The remake is the American version, which a lot of films do that. If you're new to collecting movies, do your research. The reason that I got the American version before this one was because I didn't do enough research, and I just went to McKay's, thought it was the same one, picked it up, got home, looked at the back of the case, and was like, fuck. So definitely do your research before you go movie hunting. 253 out of 1300, not terrible. This comes with world premiere 4K HDR feature, 48-page book with behind-the-scenes experiences and art with essays by Brian Tilley, Haley Scanlon, and Richard Coopers. Probably butchering those names, I apologize. Custom rigid case design, custom slipcase artwork by Jeff Fissett. Once again, sorry. 8 art cards, A3 reversible poster, and limited edition numbered release. So, this one is, I believe, 4K. So this is 4K Blu-ray, I believe. Don't quote me on that. You quote me on it, and it gives me a bad rep. So let's go ahead and, well, dang. Not only did they, like, really package this thing good, but they made sure you were not getting into this film. Alright, once again, really excited for this one. So, backstory, I know you guys are tired of me saying stories and stuff. But backstory on this one, you can see the girl up top. They are around us. You can't really see it either, but there you go. Short story on this, my wife was ordering a bunch of books, asked me if I wanted to order some movies. I said absolutely. Got on Amazon, got on Orbit DVD, got on the Movie Room, etc., and found this, and I was like, holy cow. So I was like, well, let me see if there's any other ones. So then I found the Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, and then I found the Daybreaker, and I was like, there we go, free shipping. That's what I was aiming for. I was aiming for that free shipping. There's your booklet. Once again, I don't know. There might be something bad in here. There's definitely spoilers, so if you want to watch the film, definitely tread carefully. This looks like a phenomenal film. I mean, all three of these, Peter Pan, Daybreaker, and this one, look phenomenal. So, really excited to check this one out for sure. And then you get your art cards. We're doing it backwards on this one. God, I'm so excited to watch Daybreakers. That's the one that I watched the trailer for, and I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, it got me pumped. And see, I usually blind buy. I usually don't watch trailers. Spoilers ahead, I'm pretty sure, so keep that in mind. Yep. Here I am saying spoilers, and I guarantee it's like in the first couple of minutes of that film. I don't even remember what I was saying. Yeah, I usually blind buy films, and I watched the trailer for Daybreakers because Lionsgate Limited is also releasing a steelbook? Question mark? They're releasing a 4K version of it on their website, and I was like, okay. So then I saw Umbrella did a collector's edition of it, and I was like, okay. I wanted to check it out. It has Ethan Hawke in it. It has Sam Neill in it. It has William Dafoe. I want to check it out. So I watched the trailer for it, and holy cow. The trailer pretty much caught my interest. I had to buy it. I was like, absolutely. Phenomenal artwork on this. I don't know why I kind of enjoyed this artwork a lot more than that, but I don't know, it's like, there's something about, like, the comic design of it that I really like. And this is 4K. You got your poster on the inside. I also love this, the Umbrella does too. They do like that clear. And then I won't do this one right now just because I'm trying to speed up this video a little bit. But you have the reverse artwork on the case. A poster, which is a vertical and then horizontal. Once again, really excited to check this film out. I also ordered with the 50% off Arrow sale at Barnes & Noble. I did order the J-Horror box set. I thought it was the limited edition. So, for reference, if you're getting into physical media, don't order off of Barnes & Noble if you're wanting a limited edition. Limited edition comes in the hard cases. Don't order them off of Barnes & Noble. I found that out very quick. If you're looking for the limited edition of certain movies, eBay. eBay's your best bet. You can get lucky on Orbit DVD. They sometimes get certain things in. They literally, yesterday, and I was so mad about this, yesterday, they got the RoboCop limited edition for Arrow, and it was only $40, and by the time that I realized they had it, it already sold out. So, check Orbit, check eBay, maybe get lucky on Arrow's official site, but then again, it's kind of a hit or miss because after the pre-orders are up, gone. So, but there's that. 2019, God, that wasn't like too far behind. 937 out of 1,500 in 2019. The most precious natural resources, us. Only available from the Umbrella. Okay, yeah. Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos 4K feature. 100-page hardback book with never seen behind the scenes experiences and art provided by directors Michael and Peter Spierig. Original poster artwork, rigid case and slipcase. 8 art cards, A3 reversible poster, and limited edition numbered release. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. This one is a little bit chunkier than the other ones. God, this one's gorgeous. I kind of wish that they would have done like that glossy on the front with like the eyes, because that would have been pretty cool to like that glare. Oh, dude, I'm so excited for this. Pumped. I think that's Sam Neill's character. But this is the hardback. God, that is so cool. Honestly, I need to start buying more Umbrella and Arrow releases when I see them. Because the amount of work that goes into these things is just ridiculous, dude. I'm trying to be slow as possible, but I'm also trying to like speed through this. I know that I do not showcase these the best. And we got your like words and stuff, more pictures. So it's pretty cool. And like I said, it's a hardback. Art cards. First art card looks like a movie poster, which I actually like. I'm probably going to have to flip these around multiple times. Yeah, that one's upside down. Ooh. So excited for spooky season. Ethan Hawke, dude, I want so many more Ethan Hawke movies, it's not even funny. And we're getting Black Phone 2 this year, and I'm so excited. But like me and my wife was talking at work last night, I don't really think they needed a sequel for Black Phone. Honestly, I would have been pretty happy with like a prequel. Like the origin of the grabber. But who knows? Maybe we'll get some origin story in the Black Phone 2. Who knows? Also, me, my wife, and my sister are going to try to start the podcast finally. I don't know when it's going to be up. I'll just keep you guys up to date the best I can. But for the most part, podcast is happening. It is just a matter of time. So, who knows? Maybe this is one that we will cover on the channel. So, might try to do YouTube and Spotify. I don't know about Apple Music. I don't really use Apple Music, but I think my sister uses Apple Music, so maybe I can get her to help me set up a podcast up on there. But it's mainly just going to be Spotify and YouTube. But double-sided poster. And like I said too, whenever I get my other pre-orders in and stuff, I will definitely show you guys those as well. But this is the only thing that came in today. I think Coffin Joe comes in this came in yesterday. I think Coffin Joe comes in today, and then I think we'll have a video up Monday. If not, well, not Monday because I work Monday night. We'll try to have a video up Tuesday. Just keep an eye out. But like I said, Coffin Joe coming in today. I have 3 things that I ordered from Orbit last night at work. They should be coming in the next couple of days. So Tuesday, I would say Tuesday. So turn on them notifications. Don't miss anything. That's pretty much it. So if you did enjoy the video, smash that like button. Comment down below which one was your favorite. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any videos. If you didn't like the video, just let me know what I could do better. Other than that, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next Rockland Game episode.